Hey guys, welcome to Halloween Daily, where every day is Halloween. Thanks so much for hanging out and talking to us today.
Of course,
Course.
thank you.
Well, we're here talking about the new movie Treasure Trackers today, and I've watched it. I really enjoyed this. It's a really fun family adventure, and of course, it's a Halloween movie on top of everything else. And we here at Halloween Daily, obviously, we love our Halloween movies, as you might imagine. Um, for our audience that isn't quite familiar with the film yet, maybe can each of you give us a little description of your character and also what was the one thing that excited you the most to be playing this character? And I guess we'll start with Charity and then we'll go to Amelia and Sean.
Okay. Yeah, so basically my character is named Leah Weaver, and she's kind of like the smart kind of leader of the pack. She's very outgoing and adventurous, and yeah, she's kind of just up for anything and really excited about this adventure. Yeah, and she kind of motivates these two. I think my favorite or the thing that I was most excited for was for her just like how outgoing she was and how yeah, just her like adventurous spirit, because I'm kind of bossy. That's kind of my character, at home. And so she was kind of like that, and I was excited for that. And just kind of as a whole, just like how her life is, finding, you know, um like the cursed gold of the town. So I think it was just cool to like kind of go out of my everyday life and like play a character who there's kind of a little bit of magic to it. So I think that was really cool and exciting for me.
Yeah, so my role is Tessa, and I think the best way I can describe Tessa is she's very independent.
Mhm.
In the movie, it's not really shown a lot about like her parents and kind of like her home life. And so I think with that, like she's grown up a lot to like lead herself and kind of take responsibility. And she keeps her lane at school. And I think for me, like she really like found her people through this, and she doesn't have a lot of friends, so for her she connected like really well with Leah and Marshy, which I
Mhm.
think was super cool. And I think you really get to like see the relationship, and you really get to see that like just like arc with my character.
Mhm.
And I think that's honestly what I was most excited to play, because I love playing like the cutesy little high school girl, but this really got me to like step out of my comfort zone really. And like during the audition process, like I really got to kind of like channel in like some attitude and some like really like just independent characteristics that I don't always play at home, I guess you could say. But yeah.
So my role was Marshy, short for like Marshall. He grew up in a nice, loving house with he's an only child, and he's really like the smart and the funny person in the group. Like he's like the one with the wits, and so like he's always like the comedic relief. So you'll go to him, laugh and whatnot, and then really I would just decided to be funny and like be the funny person in the group, and like not like dumb person, but, like always like it's always something with like Marshy.
Right.
And so I always make the group laugh. So that's what I was just aiming for.
Mhm. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
And I love the fact you guys hit on it a little bit that these characters are they're kind of outsider characters in each their own way, and they all kind of come together, and it's kind of in this rich tradition of adventure films like this, where you got these outsider group of kids that go on these adventures. And I know the directors have talked about some of their influences and a lot of early Spielberg and stuff like that. Were there films or performances that you guys maybe were somewhat influenced by from this genre in your portrayals here? And again, I guess we'll go in the same order again, and Charity will start with you.
Yeah, okay. So, when like the directors were kind of describing about what kind of um the feel was for the film, they described the Goonies. So I thought that that was really cool because that's a really great movie, and like it kind of gives off the same like nostalgic feel for like the kids like coming together like on Halloween. And so that was kind of, yeah.
Yeah. I 100% agree. My parents, I mean, I grew up watching the Goonies. It's one of my favorite movies to watch with my families. Like, I love the Goonies. So, I mean, even when we were doing like our chemistry reads and like when we were working together, they always kind of referenced the Goonies. And I think also kind of like a more modern day show, I guess, is like I kind of hinted at Stranger Things just a little bit, just kind of like the adventure arc and just like looking for something. So those were my two main, I guess, television movies.
I also agree with the Goonies. I was just about to see the Stranger Things because it reminds me a lot like the Stranger Things because it's a bunch of kids and it's like unsettling, not really horror. It's kind of like horror, but not as much horror. But like it just these elements are like really just like Stranger Things and the Goonies, and they go with the movie very well. So yeah,
It's like an exciting adventure
yeah.
feel.
They did reference The Lord of the Rings a lot
Oh, yeah.
in the
Yeah.
process.
The Lord of the Rings for sure.
So those are probably the main.
Yeah, yeah, and I can feel all of those little influences and inspirations there at different times. Again, I really enjoyed the film, and it is a Halloween film that a lot of people are going to be watching this Halloween, I imagine, and it'll probably resurface many Halloweens over the years as these films do. So I was curious, what are some of your go-to Halloween movies that you guys look forward to watching and typically watch around the season? I think you might have named one of them with the Goonies, but what are some other ones that you guys enjoy around the Halloween season? And again, I guess we'll just keep going in that same order.
Okay, so fall is my favorite season, so I love like fall movies and like Halloween movies. One comforting show that I watch that is kind of fall is Gilmore Girls. I know that's not really Halloween, but it's definitely fall. And I also love watching The Nightmare Before Christmas. I know it's like kind of a Christmas movie and kind of a Halloween movie, but I definitely think it's more Halloween than Christmas. That's just my personal opinion, but that's like one of my favorites to watch during the spooky season.
This is so hard for me. Like Halloween's like my favorite holiday. As much as I'm really scared of horror, I love watching horror movies. So I feel like any that like fall under the sun. My go-to is always watching Scream. I'll watch all of them. I love watching those. I feel like those are just such, even though like half the time I'm closing my eyes, but I love like watching those. Oh, this is so hard. I actually just watched two on Saturday. I think it's Hubie Halloween, and there was a new one that just came out, but I just watched two that I really liked. And honestly, any like animated like children Halloween movies, I love to just watch for like nostalgic feeling and just like because now I feel like I'm so much older that I just love like watching those.
Some movies or not really movies. This is a TV show, but Stranger Things I do watch a lot around the Halloween. And then two is also I'm pretty sure it's a movie called Goosebumps. That's also a good
Yeah.
that I like to watch around the Halloween. And a recent movie I just watched, it's not even like around like it's spooky and stuff and it's scary, but it's Alien Romulus, I'm pretty sure it's called. That's a new movie that I recently watched and it's actually pretty good and pretty spooky. Yeah.
Yeah, I still have to see that one myself. I've heard good things about that. Now with the Halloween holiday, of course, every day is Halloween for us. And before I let you go, we got to talk just a little bit about the holiday itself, if you don't mind. Do you guys tend to go big? Do you look forward to Halloween? I mean, Charity, you mentioned that fall's your favorite season. So again, we'll go to each of you, but what's Halloween in your life like? Do you look forward to it like we do?
Yes, it's very fun. I love Halloween. I love dressing up. It's really fun. We always have a Halloween party. And we go to one regularly, like every year, and it's super fun.
Awesome.
Like I said, I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. I look forward to it every year. There's just something about the like atmosphere and like the feeling. Like I love when the leaves change and honestly just like the spooky vibe as much again, like horror scares me. Like I just love watching that. I love like all the activities leading up to it, like pumpkin carving, haunted houses. Like I love going to things with my friends and my friends and I go big. We love decorating and we like love trying to like coordinate costumes. So yeah, I really look forward to Halloween.
Halloween's not my favorite holiday, but it's also a holiday that I still like. I'm celebrating as much. The only thing I really do for Halloween is just go out for trick or treating. And I used to love dressing up, but like these like really just the past year and probably now from now on, I won't dress up as much, but I'll still celebrate and go out trick or treating and whatnot or like participate in one of the activities.
Yeah.
Very cool. Awesome. And then before we let you go, we always try to ask everybody, still on the Halloween holiday, of course, what is your favorite Halloween costume that you've ever worn, and also your favorite Halloween candy or treat?
Ooh, okay. So actually, this was last year, and I
Okay.
dressed up with my friends, and we coordinated. Um, and we did the costumes from Subway Surfers, the game. And I was Trixie. I think her name is Trixie. Yeah. And my friend, she was Jake, and we had like the spray bottles and the skateboards, and I had the beanie and like the baggy jeans, and we would like run the way that they did. And it was really funny. That's like by far my favorite one. It's really funny.
That's so funny. I was actually gonna do Subway Surfers this year for
Really?
one of my costumes. That's
You
actually
should.
hilarious. I wanted to do that. But okay, my favorite one that I've done is me and my friends did the It characters. I just thought that's also one of my favorite Halloween movies. I love It. I was Richie and she did Eddie, and then we had like we walked around with like balloons on us, but I think that was my favorite because it was most creative and like it wasn't like your typical like I guess like Halloween costume that like I feel like my age would like typically do. So I just had a blast kind of just like planning it out, and I love it. And I like would walk around with like the missing Richie poster on me, and like I like bought like all the accessories. So I really like that one.
I'm pretty sure this was last Halloween, but I was dressed up as Freddy Krueger. Me and my family. Really forgot what everybody else was, but I was Freddy Krueger, and so I really liked it because it had the fingers and it had everything. I had the whole thing on. I think I even had face painting. I think because we had to do like a photo shoot that day. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a pretty nice costume, and I liked it. And I would do it again.
Awesome. All very cool picks. And did you pick your favorite candies?
Oh, yes.
Yes,
I forgot about that. I don't know. I have a lot of favorite candies. Probably in the chocolate category would be Butterfingers. I love like the peanut butter and chocolate. And then like in the candy, like away from chocolate, probably Nerds gummy clusters.
No, I agree. My like candy is Nerds gummy clusters.
Mhm.
I'm not a big chocolate fan. I know controversial. Chocolate's not my favorite, but if I had to pick Kit Kats or Reese's peanut butter, I feel like those are like my two go-to.
Favorite candy, gotta be Sour Patch, like really Sour Patch watermelon. I love that candy. And then I don't do chocolate as much either, but my favorite chocolate would also be Kit Kats. Those are good.
Mhm.
Excellent. Awesome. Man, y'all get me hungry for a snack right now. Talking about that. Well, this has been fun. This has been great. Like I said, I really enjoy the movie Treasure Trackers, and I know our audience is going to dig it. It's a fun one for the whole family, and all three of you guys, I thought, just did a really great job. Just really good performances, and just a heartfelt movie that I think audiences are really going to enjoy this Halloween season.
Perfect. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
Thank you
That
so
means
much,
so
guys.
much.
Thank you guys for taking the time. I know you're busy, and happy Halloween.
Happy
Yeah.
Halloween.